Welcome back to Horn Africa Insight. Today's episode is a special deep dive. Instead of covering several stories, we're focusing on one of the most important and long-running debates in Africa, the future of the Nile River and Ethiopia's Grand Renaissance Dam. This is more than a headline, it's about power, water and diplomacy that could reshape the Horn of Africa. So let's break it down, step by step. The Nile has always been at the center of Egypt's identity, survival and power. For thousands of years, Cairo has positioned itself as the main guardian of the river. But with the rise of Ethiopia's Grand Renaissance Dam, everything about that balance of power is being challenged. The Grand Ethiopian Renaissance Dam is no small undertaking. It holds 74 billion cubic meters of water and has already begun producing electricity with an eventual capacity of over 5,000 megawatts. Ethiopia sees this as a game changer, lifting millions from poverty and finally using its natural resources for its own development. Egypt, and to a large extent Sudan, have pushed back.
This issue has been extended now. These negotiations have continued over the past 10 years. The unilateralism that is being displayed by Ethiopia threatens the water security of Egypt and Sudan.
Cairo worries the dam will reduce its share of Nile water, while Khartoum often mirrors Egypt's position, even though Sudan itself could benefit from regulated water flows and cheaper electricity. This disagreement isn't only about one dam. If Ethiopia succeeds, other upstream countries could follow its example, building projects without Egypt's approval. And remember, Ethiopia sits on a highland that sends multiple rivers outward. If Addis Ababa decides to expand projects on those rivers, including Nile tributaries, it would give Ethiopia unmatched leverage in the Horn of Africa. That's a future Egypt wants to prevent. But here's the turning point. The dam is now a reality. Ethiopia cannot simply dismantle it, and neither can Egypt. It's filled, it's functional, and electricity is flowing. This means the conversation must shift from stopping the dam to managing it. For Egypt, continuing to isolate Ethiopia diplomatically is a strategy that has already failed. So isn't it more logical for Egypt to cooperate with Ethiopia, the country that matters most? By supporting joint environmental protection and regional energy integration, Egypt could ensure the Nile continues to flow steadily, while also building influence where it counts. The dam is here to stay, so cooperation may be the only real option left. And Egypt is not alone in facing this new reality. Uganda's President Yoweri Museveni recently urged Nile Basin countries to reframe negotiations, moving away from old colonial-era claims and toward future-oriented cooperation. He said, rather than focusing solely on historical rights, we should consider the global needs of all Nile Basin countries. The collective priority should be prosperity for all, a clear signal that many in Africa want a reset. So here's the big question. Will Egypt continue to fight an irreversible project, or will it embrace cooperation and secure its future role in the Nile Basin? Because one thing is clear, Ethiopia has changed the equation forever. The Nile is no longer just Egypt's river. It belongs to all who depend on it. That's today's Horn Africa Insight special episode. The most important and long-running debates in Africa, the future of the Nile River and Ethiopia's Grand Renaissance Dam. Subscribe for more updates in Horn Africa. Hit that bell and comment your thoughts below. What's the Horn's biggest move? Join us next Wednesday for more. #Horn Africa Insight.